Hello, everyone. Nice to see you again. I decided to create more video content for you to share. I would appreciate hearing your feedback, comments, and you can ask any type of questions. Or if you feel that this content is useful and interesting to you, just let me know by leaving the comment or like this video. But as for today, I want to share with you again one of the project we delivered for our client. This client is in healthcare industry. He's based in Switzerland. They own and run several clinics across Switzerland. They have their internal healthcare systems, and they were looking how to optimize all of their internal processes. And they were looking for different white label solutions, different AI agents, modules. But at the end, they decided to create their own custom software solution. They were looking for a specific vendor. Prior, we had experience creating similar solutions related to that to what they were looking for. So we got lucky and we won the competition. And right now we are on the release stage, and client is completely successful. But this is a really good story that how AI nowadays impacts on healthcare industry in general. I'm going to share my screen and share with you the demo version of this product. All right, let's get started. As for the agenda for today, I'm going to show you one of the project we have delivered for our telehealth client. Um, our client is located in Switzerland and they have their own hospital, and they were looking to optimize their internal processes by using AI and adding AI features. One of the tasks was to optimize the doctors and patient workflow and to be able to give advantages for the doctors to use AI inside of their internal system. So one of the main goal was to create an AI application that should be integrated with their internal system, with their EHR system that they're using, and also with their third-party services that are using for their daily routine. And of course, following all the compliance rules. So the application starts with the single sign-on feature, but surely we can also authorize by Google, and just to make it simple. And what we see here is a dashboard with the all needed information about the clinics. And as we see here, it is a personal profile of the Dr. Daniel Brooks, who is basically the admin of the application. He could see all the relevant information and the statuses, new information updated from the EHR system. As we can see here, today we have 9 consultations, 2 discharges, and 3 new patients. Here is the general information about the clinics, the departments, the new patients in total, the doctors that are available, 240 lab tests. So, what is really important to be able to integrate the AIassistant that integrated with their internal laboratory to get all the information about the patients and their test results. In general, how many appointments we have, how many operations, and a general report. It's pretty standard UI in terms of calendar, patient statistics, hospital bed occupancy. It's and all the patients basically. So you can click see all and see everyone who is registered inside of the clinics. You can also switch the language. You can see the history. You can log out. The next is basically calendar view where you can see all your schedule and which date and what time. And as we can see here, today is a Thursday 6, and we can see all our patients scheduled for the consultations. Uh, the next one is a doctor's workspace, specifically where we can see our consultations that we are having today with each specific patient. And we can see all the information about the patient. Here are multiple tabs regarding this patient: services, documents, diagnosis, referrals, files, sample collections, the planned services about the upcoming session today. And here are also filters that you can add based on the session results, as well as some previous sessions that we had with this specific patient. So the next step, patient is already waiting in the patient room, so we can just join the conversation. So first of all, we can just call our assistant Claire, and we can click on here, and we can start a recording of the conversation. And basically, you are talking at this moment, communicating with the patient. You can have here also tabs in online. So during your conversation, you have an access to the assistant where basically you can analyze the documents or go to the transcript and basically, and what's important, declare AI assistant can highlight with the bullet points the complaints that the patient has and put the records. Moreover, you can have the full transcription of your conversation if you think you might lose something or you want to clarify something, you can just open the full transcription and read step by step what you discussed with the patient. When it's done, you can just stop recording. And then you can see in the tab of documents, see basically the results of the conversation, what you discussed. But then you basically, as a doctor, have to do some your daily routine regarding this patient to set the diagnosis or recommend something. So after this step, you can go to John Peterson and you can see all the information about this patient, which we basically have in our HR system. And you need to do some daily routine next. You can call the Claire AI helper to do the next steps with the patient you have had the conversation with. And so let's say you can ask any type of questions to him, show history, last patient summary, previous conclusions, or create referral for ultrasound. But let's say we have just had a conversation or a couple days ago, and you don't remember what you discussed, or because you have so many consultations on a daily basis. And let's call last patient summary. And give me a quick summary for John Peterson. Okay, he's thinking. And here are the information about this specific patient, John Peterson, 31 years old. And here's the plan recommendation based on your conversation and based on the complaints and in general the information that the patient provided. So he's suggesting MRI of the brain to rule out secondary causes, CBC, electrolytes, glucose. Recommend keeping a headache diary for 2 weeks, lifestyle adjustments, better sleep, reduce caffeine, stress management. Okay, we want to see symptom frequency for the last 6 months, for example, because that's kind of general information. So he goes into the EHR system and look and compare and this assistant do comparison between previous um, patient visits that he had, and here's the summary based on all of the episodes that we have here. We have the headache episodes, 9 visits, nausea, photophobia, sleep disturbances, elevated blood pressure. So as we can see, quite a lot of visits. And he provides you with the next step. Would you like recommendations on further actions for John Peterson? Okay, suggest lab test. Okay, he's thinking. Okay, and based on the recent symptoms and a history, he recommends the following tests. You want to add the recommendation lab test to the patient medical records? Yes, add the records. Yes. Perfect. Here's a detailed visit summary for John Peterson that we had on Thursday. And as we can see here is also the lab test that the patient has done probably. And as we can see here, this AI assistant optimize the working routine of the doctors. And basically he doesn't need to remember everything in his head, what was with specific patient. Here are the results of the lab test that John Peterson has done. So basically it also connected to the laboratories and it can provide you the exact information so you don't have to communicate with other departments or to call someone and to look for this information. It can be automated by using AIassistant as a very powerful feature because he can be integrated inside all of the services that you are using basically in your business. And it can automatically add all the records into HR system. So add the records. And when we go to the patient profile, we can see here the medical records and we can see here the lab test that was done by this patient and detailed visit summary, which is really great. And we can click on that and see the all information about last visit and the conclusion, which is of course the doctors can do in manual way because we cannot rely on an AI 100%. Of course, AI not cannot replace the human, but based on the results, the doctors could manually add the conclusion or do whatever the next steps are. Thank you everyone for watching. I would really appreciate your support, like or comment or question in comments below, or if you have your own opinion or anything that you want to share, you can just leave a message or again, leave the comment. I would really appreciate your support for the next videos as well. Let me know if what kind of content might be interesting to you. Yeah, and see you there. Bye bye.